I've been doing some thinking lately, and I'm, you know, I'm trying to figure out why is it taking us so long to fix this team. I mean, I know that Shanahan is in his second year, but I haven't really seen much improvement since last year. Really, I haven't. Now, to be fair, the team is pretty much banged up, but I'm tired of this slow process of rebuilding. It just seems like it's taken us too long, you know. And I got to tell you, I want to win now. I'm tired of the slow process. I'm tired of let's do this brick by brick by brick. I want to win now. I can't take any more of these kind of seasons. So this is what I think we should do. We need to go into the off season, free agency, and really make some big moves. Really go out there and get good quality players that will make a difference for us. Same thing has to go with the draft. We have to go inside the draft. We have to go there, get players that are going to be, they're going to give us, a really good chance to win and become stars one day. We need to go after big names in the draft. We need to go after big names in free agency. This slow process is taking too long. We need to get better at what we're doing. When I look back at this past season, um, during the off season, I really wasn't all that impressed of the moves that we made. Um, you know, we didn't really, it's like during the free agency, you know, John Lynch, before free agency, he said, "Oh, we're going to get this guy. We're really going to go after it. We're going to be aggressive in free agency," but not really, because as soon as free agency came, he changed his tune. He said, "We're not going to make any big splashes in free agency," and maybe somebody above him told him, "No, we're not going to spend a lot too much money." Although they did spend a lot of money on, they did make it. They did spend a lot of money on Jimmy Garoppolo and Jerick McKinnon. But after that, they just decided they weren't going to spend any more money, and we just settled for an average player here and an average player there in free agency and in the draft. We need to stop monkeying around and get to work. We need to start getting on the. We need to start moving on this thing and getting it done fast. There's some people out there that are content with slow process. Well, we'll wait. 3, 4, 5 years from now, we'll wait patiently. But I got to tell you, man, I'm done. I'm done with waiting. I'm done with going through this patiently and painfully that I have. I want to win now. I want us to go into the free agency and the draft and do exactly what the Rams did. Together a team just like what they did. I mean, all these other teams are doing it. All these other teams are doing everything possible to make their teams better. All we're doing is settling for average this and average that. Take a look at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with what they've done so far this season. I mean, when they lost all those defensive players and all of those players in the offseason, we were to believe that they were going to be a rebuilding situation. That they weren't going to have a very good season. But guess what? They're having a good season, or having a decent season. So I think they're ahead of us in the rebuild, and you know, they're winning, and they very may well be a wild card team. It's like they rebuilt their team in just one off season. You know, because those organizations care. They really, really care about winning and winning right away. That's what I want us to do. I know we should be patient and wait and everything, but I'm done with it. I'm done with this waiting. I'm not gonna wait until they build a team for 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now. I mean, if that's what they're doing, they're building a team 5, 6 years from now. I can't go through this anymore. I can't. We got to win now. I'm tired of waiting. You know, I remember back in the 2001 and 2002 season. The 49ers were a playoff team back then. They had Jeff Garcia, Garrison Hurst, Terrell Owens, Steve Mariucci was the coach, and they made the 2001, 2002. They went to the playoffs. One of those years, they won their division. I believe it was 2002. But after the 2002 season, Steve Mariucci was fired, and the 2003 team didn't make the playoffs. And then after 2003, Dennis Erickson was the coach of the 2003 team. But after that season was over, all those players, like Garrison Hurst and Jeff Garcia, Terrell Owens, etc., they all end up going. They went their ways. I guess the team released them or cut them or whatever, or released them because of the salary cap situation. So then from 2004 to 2011, from 2004 to 2011, the team had not been, the team didn't go to the playoffs until 2011. So we fans had to wait from 2004 to 2011. And my fear is we may be going through this again. I do not want to wait that long. I'm not getting any younger. I want to see us win another one. I want to add another one up here. Another ring, another trophy for display. I really, I'm tired of this slow process. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they like to use that phrase, brick by brick by brick, and when you hear that, brick by brick by brick, you think of a slow process. I'm not gonna wait 6 years until we get to the mountaintop. I don't want to wait that long. And this team hasn't really shown much improvement. Wasn't this supposed to be the year that we were supposed to go 8-8 at least? And where are we right now? 1-7. Boy, that's, yeah. And I'm looking at it, and we can't even beat the Cardinals. We can't even beat the Cardinals. If we can't beat the Cardinals, we can't beat nobody. So we could lose the remainder of the games. We're just not good enough to beat anybody right now. We need to, in the off season, we really need to get to work. I think as fans, we've suffered enough. I was usually one of those that believed in the brick by brick terminal, or whatever you want to call it. I kind of believed in that, and that we had to be patient and all that. But all these losing games, all these losing seasons, it's got me to a point right now where I don't care about this building for the future crap. I want to do it now. I want us to build a team and go to the top right away. We can do that. We got plenty of money in the salary cap. It's all there. We got plenty of money to make this team really good. We have the money there. And despite what some of you might think out there, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is a very capable quarterback that can help lead us. I know there's a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo fans out there, people, 49er fans out there that like Jimmy Garoppolo, but I've also been hearing there's a lot of 49er fans that don't like him or don't believe in him. But I believe he's capable of leading us to where we want to go, provided that we build a good team around him. We need to get him better weapons. We need to get him that big star receiver. Marquise Goodwin is good, but he's probably good enough as a number 2 receiver. We need to get that Julio Jones, or what's his name, Beckham, Robert Beckham Jr., or whatever his name is. We need to get a receiver like that, a big star receiver like that, and we need to get him weapons. That's what we need to do. Also on defense, we need to get an edge rusher. That was something that was ignored last year. Um, and for God's sakes, we need to get a new defensive coordinator. Robert Saleh is not the answer. He's his defense. He doesn't look like he's prepares his team. He doesn't even look like he makes halftime adjustments for his defense. We need to get somebody in there that really can make that defense mean. And another thing, we need to draft some dogs. You know what I'm saying? We need to draft some dogs. We need to draft some tough guys. We need to draft some guys who aren't so nice. You know what I mean? Guys that have a short temper. We need to get those kind of guys on defense. I want a stout defense again. I really do. I miss those days. And but we gotta get this thing going. I'm sick and tired of the wait. Sorry about that little acid reflux or whatever you call it. But you know, um, we got to get this thing going. Because I'm tired of waiting. Being a 49er fan, this is embarrassing. You look at, you know, today I was watching I have some videos, from past Super Bowls. I formatted them onto onto DVDs, because the tapes, they usually wear out over time. So I put them on there, and I was watching some of those games today. I was watching the Super Bowls, 49er Super Bowls, 49er playoff games. I saw how solid those teams were, how very in sync the offenses were, how stout and tough and stingy the defenses were. The big playability of special teams, and those great quarterbacks, those great coaches. And now I look at at this, what we are now. A complete stink joint is what we are right now. A dumpster fire. When I look at what we had back, when I look at what we had back then, and I look at what we have now, it's unbelievable. But that's what we need. We need to really get this thing going again. We really need to go out into free agency and make those moves. And in the draft, we need to do that. I'm tired of this. I don't know about some of you, but for me, the wait is over. It's over. The wait is over. We need to do something about this. We need to make our team better. We need to really work on this. I want to win now. Do you remember the 1994 49ers? Remember before they won that Super Bowl? And remember they were always struggling getting past Dallas in the NFC Championship game? And then in the offseason, in the 1984, no, excuse me, 1994, I meant the 1994 49ers. In the 1994 offseason, they went out and they started to retool that team. And that team got past the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. They went out, they got all the players that they needed to push that team over the top. That's all we got to do. Just get the right pieces. Put the right pieces in the right places. Or it's going to be like this for a very, very long time. We'll just keep going through this every year. So, it's really important that we try to turn things around, because this is not really good on any of us. We love our team. We love everything about the history. the colors, the uniform, the players, the greats, everything about this team and franchise, and the history. And we want to see it come back again. We want to see those days again. But the only way it's going to happen is if this organization gets right to work. They need to get to work, and they need to make big splashes in free agency, and because this process, the way they're going about it, I don't believe it's going to work. I really don't. But it seems to me that the approach has never changed with all the different coaches that we've had over the years. Jim Tom Sola, Chip Kelly, we got Jim Harbaugh, Mike Singletary, Mike Nolan, Dennis Erickson. It just seems like these, since the Yorks took over, it's always remained the same. Try to stay away from the big names. Try to stay away from the big players. Just get the average guys and try to coach them up. Doesn't it seem like that? Oh, man. That's all I want to say on this video. I think that we have to get to work. I think good things will come. But I just hope they come soon. Because for me, the wait is over. I waited too long. I cannot keep going through this every year. I mean, you're a fan of a team, but you have to watch this every year like this. It's, I mean, we have, right now, we have hit the lowest point in our history, I believe. In our 49er history, we have hit the lowest point. So, and because, this is pretty bad. But anyways, I'll talk to you until I do my next video. All right. Everybody take care.